Hey guys, it's the Villaman here and I am surrounded by boxes, but it's shaping up to be a very fun day. Now what we have in these boxes are the Arundel Sound 1528 line of speakers. So if you're familiar, I reviewed the monitors. They're brand new flagship top of the line speakers, 1528 monitor 8s. I reviewed those a while back, but now I have the rest of the pieces to complete the setup. So we have the slim 8s here up top in these 4 boxes and the massive center channel, the small one actually. So I shouldn't even say the massive center channel. This is the small version. So I'm going to be installing these in my home theater and take you along for the ride. So stick around. So since I've had the 1528 monitors, I've been mixing them with the 1728 line of speakers that I previously had. So with the center channel and the surrounds, which is less than ideal because they are voiced different. The 1528s are more detailed and have a higher bill of materials and just different technologies implemented. So mixing them is certainly less than ideal, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? And I know what to expect from the center channel. It's just gonna be the monitors in a horizontal layout, so MTM, mid, tweeter, mid. But I have not seen the slims in person before, so I do not know what to expect. So now we have everything out of the box, we can go through it properly. Unboxing instructions. I don't need that, I'm already done. Advice to store the box for the warranty. Really well done product handbook with the entire lineup, from the towers to the Mega Center to the regular one I have here. Gloves to handle the speakers, of course. And oh, a Visa wall mount. Because these, more than likely in most use cases, would be wall mounted. They're acting as surrounds. So the only problem with this mount is I don't think it's able to pivot at all. Yeah, it's just a mount, so there's no adjusting the direction of the speakers. We have the grill, of course. The metal grill, magnetic as well. And let's see what this baby looks like. Wow, I can tell already it's huge. All around those speakers come in this nice protective bag, which is pretty cool, pretty premium. But this is the speaker. Wow. Wow. And this is the slim. This is the slim version. I guess it's slimmer, especially compared to something like this where the bookshelf probably has a similar depth, but this is probably half or even less than the depth of that. But it is relatively slim, but by no means, absolutely no means is it a slim speaker. This is a full-blown speaker. Slim, yeah, sure, okay. I've seen pictures of it, but I did not expect it to be this big. But I'm not sure what I expected because these monitors were a lot bigger than I thought they would be too. So this tracks. It's just kind of surprising. It's hilarious actually. Binding posts. There is the mid and high frequency terminal here, as well as the low frequency terminal there, which is a good thing to have, especially if your processor or receiver supports it, because this can handle up to 400 watts of power. So yeah, they're no joke. These speakers are really no joke. Now let's get the center open now. There's even a piece of wood here to keep the box rigid. That's funny. What if I stand it up and just walk it out? right? That's an option, right? Right? We have the same accessories in the box with this as well. And I don't typically use gloves when I'm unboxing speakers because they kind of make your hands slippery, and I like to, you know, not have a heavy piece of equipment fall out of my hands while handling it. So I can clean fingerprints off later. I can't really fix a gouge or a dent. So yeah, that's my philosophy, whether it be for this speaker or something else. So now we can do this. You take the box off. I don't know about you, but I think that's much more efficient. These are the kind of speakers where you need some good support for them. Where's the top? Over there, okay. Let's see. I mean, I know what to expect because it's just a slightly different configuration for the monitor 8, essentially turning it into a center channel. But yeah, it's still awesome to see. It has some mounting holes on the side if you're going to stand mount it. We will be placing it on a stand, sure, but one that I custom built. So we won't need those mounting holes. Good to know it's an option though. So just like the stands right there for the monitor 8 can be used as well for, there's another version that can be used as well for the center channel. I'll tell you, if heft is any indication of quality, which I know it is, then these are of the highest quality. So one port on the back and the plate with, you know, internals like crossover and what have you, as well as the binding posts. These are also biampable. So the mid-high frequency up top and the low frequency below. There's the rhodium plated jumpers that connect them. So you can connect your wires, banana plugs to either pair of terminals. Let's see, let's get the existing center channel off. Definitely no slouch here, this one either. Look at the comparison between them, the 1723 and the 1528. Pretty sizable disparity, even though they both have 8-inch woofers and the tweeter assembly in the middle part, because this has the built-in graphene mid-range. It's a lot bigger. Wow. You know, I don't think people truly appreciate the size and build quality of these speakers. And I say that because even though I had the Monitor 8s, I was still kind of surprised by how big and how solid these speakers actually are. So someone who's watching the video might not actually appreciate it. And look at me, I'm 6'4", and this is the speaker right here. So let me put it in the Theta C right here so you can have an idea. So that's the size compared to an actual Theta seat that, you know, people sit in. And here it is compared to a Blu-ray disc case. That's bonkers, that's huge. And this is the smallest speaker in the lineup. Make no mistake, these are high-end speakers. You just don't need to take out a second mortgage in order to afford them. All right, let's install them. These are the VESA wall mounts that come with the speakers. VESA 100. This part goes on the speaker. This part to the wall. You slide them together like that. They become a pair, latched together, and you're good. Now for the moment of truth. You know, the problem with this is you can't actually use the included screws to secure them in the back because there's no real space to do that. So even though the speakers come with their own wall mounting bracket, we'll need to mount the rear speakers at an angle, say about 45 degrees or so, so that all the seats are able to get sound from it properly. So we'll need an angled wall mount, and I got this, which is VESA wall mount for TVs, but because it has a VESA pattern, then it can work for the speakers as well, because the speaker uses a 100 by 100 pattern. So this mount is adjustable from Amazon, and it has a really good range of motion, so this should work very well for our purposes. Let's install it. I'll be using some toggle bolts instead of the drywall anchors I had, even though the drywall anchors were rated as heavy duty. I think I have much more confidence in these, using 2 of these for each speaker. I visited Trinov's US headquarters and got a quick tour of their demo room and dealer training center, and borrowed an Amplitude 16 power amplifier while I was at it. This is their 16-channel amplifier, and instead of individual XLR cables, the Amplitude 16 uses 2 of these DB25 cables that can take up to 8 XLR outs each from the Altitude processor. It simplifies cable management by a lot. With all channels driven, it provides up to 200 watts into 8 ohm speakers or 400 watts into 4 ohm speakers like the Arundel Sound 1528 speakers we have here. You can also combine the output channels on the Amplitude 16 amp to increase the amount of power that these bridged channels can provide. With 2 channels bridged, it provides up to 800 watts into 8 ohms and 1000 into 4 ohms. Yeah, that's a lot of power. The Amplitude has 2 independent power transformers inside, so it needs 2 individual outlets to power it. With the ability to power up to 16 individual channels, it is hungry, I tell you. But it's also very flexible because it also has an expansion port on the back for audio over IP installations using Dante. If you have an audio over IP processor like the new Trinov CI, for example. To feed the beast and everything else in my rack, I had to install an additional 3 20 amp circuits. Don't bother asking what I was using before, okay? Here's a good life hack for anyone wanting to install heavy equipment by themselves. Put a rack shelf upside down directly under the space of the equipment you want to install. Preferably a 2U rack unit because it's thicker and just can handle more weight. Then just take off the feet of whatever you want to install and just slide it right in. It'll line right up and you just screw it in and be on your way. The next addition is one I've wanted for a while, a kaleidoscope, and this is the Strato V. And in the box you'll find everything, except for a remote control. Really? It's a standalone kaleidoscope player with 1 terabyte of built-in storage to store movies downloaded from their movie store. It's pretty good at what it does and has a good ecosystem, I'll admit that, but I do have an issue with some of the key aspects of this player and some of the other equipment that they make for that matter. Might have to save that rant for another video though. Another aspect of my home theater and overall smart home that needed an upgrade is the network. The current implementation I have is from my old house, so I need to start upgrading it. As I add more devices with higher data throughput capabilities and requirements like network storage, whole home media serving, maybe even audio over IP, who knows. I need to upgrade the backbone of my network, and that's where the Ubiquiti Dream Machine Special Edition comes in. And yes, that's its actual name. It's a router and overall network hub that provides L3 network management, that is advanced routing based on IP addresses. So you can manage, segment, and prioritize your network traffic. Or not, you can, not do that too. It has built-in PoE switching, which is power over Ethernet, and a network video recorder with a built-in 128 gigs of storage plus a hard drive expansion bay. It does a lot. I'm entertaining the idea of changing out on my Ring cameras too eventually because of some usability issues which are really getting on my nerves, but the Dream Machine may be the first step in that direction. But this video can only be so long, so we won't get into that topic too much. So if you want to see that, then feel free to subscribe, or not, that's fine too. Anyways, before I installed it in my rack, I made sure to hook it up so that I know that it worked well with my existing Linksys mesh router. So I changed the router over to bridge mode, so now it would just be a wireless access point that's available throughout my house. But one thing is clear, I am running out of space in this rack fast. That worked fine, so I proceeded to install it in my rack. And I've never really liked the look of a patch panel like this one with all the wires on a rack, but it can be done tastefully and it's grown on me like a fungus. The brushed aluminum finish certainly helps with that. It even has a status screen on the front. So what was my objective for all of this? Of course, to test out a full setup of the Arundel Sound 1528 speakers, because the Center 8 is one thing that I didn't have when I reviewed the monitors. And if you've seen that video, you may recall that I said that I prefer the sound of the Monitor 8s with a phantom center channel versus them playing with the Arundel 1723 speakers, because it was just so much more detailed that even without an actual center channel, it sounded better. So I have the Center 8 now, and it's exactly what I hoped it would be. It just matched the Monitor 8 so well and provide that very, very detailed soundstage, just completes it. And that's amplified by the surround speakers being the Slim 8. So not only having the side surrounds that makes the panning even more precise, it just sounds so much more detailed throughout my room. So even playing things like, Dolby Atmos music when there's instruments or voices all around you, it just sounds so cohesive. There's nothing that calls attention to itself. It's just a high fidelity soundstage throughout my space. It is awesome. If you're in the market for Arundel Sound speakers, I want to check them out some more, then check out their website, because of course they are direct to consumer, so you won't find these speakers in any big box store. They offer directly to you, the consumer. And if you want to find out more about the Amplitude 16 or anything Triknob or the Kaleidoscape, then I've left a link to Value Electronics as well, because they are an AV retailer. They have the best equipment and the best service. They are awesome over there, so definitely give them a visit as well, and they will certainly help you along your home theater journey. I would have loved to record a sound demo as well, but I'm having some equipment issues, hence using the lapel mic. But at some future point in time, I may create a sound demo of this room, because I would love for you guys to hear it. You can't all be here, of course, so that's the next best thing. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you want to see, and I will do my best to make it happen. Thanks to Arundel Sound for sending out these speakers for me to check out. Thanks to Triknob for lending me the Amplitude 16 so I could power these beasts with a beast of their own. And also thanks to Value Electronics as well for being an awesome channel partner. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this has been your friend and neighborhood villain man saying be safe and peace.